Well, it is Count Me In round here at the WAFL, and I've been lucky enough to be joined by the Minister for Disability Services, Helen Morton, to tell us a little bit about what Count Me In round actually means. Hello, Minister, thanks for joining us. Tell us all about it. What's going on with Count Me In round?
Round 21 at the WAFL is called the Count Me In round because it's a partnership between the Disability Services Commission, the Football Commission and Sport and Rec, to get that message out to people about the need for communities to be inclusive and accessible by all people. So Count Me In is the vision in Western Australia for the way that we hope communities will be inclusive of all people. And we talk about it as being communities that welcoming, that facilitate friendship, citizenship, mutual support and a fair go for everybody. So that's what Count Me In's about. It's the Western Australian Government vision for making communities inclusive of all people.
And football's playing a big role in terms of actually counting people in at all levels. What's football been doing?
Football, as I say, round 21 is the Count Me In round across the WA Football League, and across all of the games today there are some special things happening around Count Me In, and here we are down at Peel Thunder's home ground, and we've had some discussion and talk through the lunchtime break around what Count Me In means, and of course Peel Thunder have made invitations to lots of people here with disability to come and be a part of today with them.
Tell us a little bit about integrated football. It's a competition that's been growing. 6 clubs are now represented, and for young men and even young women, but particularly for young men, the chance to be involved in football. Those that have intellectual disabilities actually get to know what it's like to be involved in a footy club, and they get to learn from that. How important has that been?
Well, integrated football is amazing. I went along to my first game and watched the grand final between the 2 games last year, and I was an immediate convert to this. It's fantastic. There are 7 teams actually.
Is there?
And there are 120 players in Western Australia, people of all abilities. And at the moment there is some discussion taking place about whether we can get an interstate competition going as well. But the game the whole purpose of it is about ensuring that these young men mostly have the opportunity to participate with the passion that they have for football, as do most Western Australians. It's part and parcel of their life. They play, they train, they have volunteers, barrackers, supporters, and the day that I went along to the grand final, the crowd that was cheering from the grandstand was like I was at another WAFL match. And the excitement and the exhilaration for the players winning, and the disappointment when they didn't win or things went wrong, and the cheering from the crowd was equivalent to what I've seen at some of the, I've been through the Colts and the reserves and the WAFL level, and it was like being back there again.
We're speaking to Helen Morton, who is the Minister for Disability Services, and you mentioned in terms of what it means for the players, but it's such a tremendous thing too for the entire community and for the families. It makes such a difference to see their family members being able to get active and be able to be involved in something like that, I would imagine.
Well, the very important aspect of the Count Me In round, but also the integrated football, is that recognising and acknowledging how important it is for people to want to belong to a club, to wear the team colours, to get that real sense of inclusion. And it doesn't matter whether they're players or whether they're supporters or volunteers helping out or whatever it is, they all develop this really strong sense of belonging and inclusion and a part of the club. That's as equally important for the club as it is for the players too, because it strengthens the club to know that they are a club that is inclusive to everybody in their community. And I guess that's the overall message about Count Me In too.
And it's just another way that football has such an impact on the community and helps build better communities in WA.
We recognise that about the football. It's in every city, every town, every community. You hear the wail of a siren on the weekends, or you hear the cheering that's taking place, and you know that there's a footy game nearby. But it actually it is about football today, but I would like to say that Count Me In is broader. It covers all sports. So whether it's hockey or soccer or netball, it is about making all sports and all functions, all community amenities being accessible to all people. But the WA Football League has been exceptional in the way that it has picked up on this and has carried it through the clubs that are participating. It's fantastic.
Minister, we thank you for your time today. Enjoy the second half. I know we will. It's coming up in just a moment. Scores locked between Peel Thunder and West Perth.